Hi, I'm Matt Gibble with Raining Faith Massage, and today I'd like to talk about side stitches and how to work with them, either prevent them in the first place or alleviate a side stitch if you're running. So if you're running, I would suggest that you just stop immediately once you get a side stitch instead of trying to run through it. So what might be happening with the side stitch is, as the diaphragm rises and falls in the rib cage as you're breathing at higher exertion levels, there may be either an adhesion that is causing the diaphragm to catch with the rib cage, or it might be where the diaphragm is actually spasming. So there's some different thoughts and theories around that. But regardless, probably the best thing to do before you run, especially during a race, is try and loosen up that area around the rib cage. And remember to work on your belly breathing. Try not to breathe from your chest or go to anaerobic. So let's show you some simple techniques that you can use to keep this area open while you're running, exercising, or riding. And you can see as I press in along there where my rib cage is at, first thing I might do is just actually grab onto the skin and pull that away to warm up this tissue. Now I'm going to work one side of the rib cage, but you want to do this on both sides. But we're just going to work one side at a time. So what you want to do is define that line of your rib cage, which is right here. And just gently, to start, push just below that. Below and hooking up and in to the rib cage. See me pushing in there? If I exhale, push the air out, I can get in there a little bit better. As long as I'm hooking underneath the ribs with a few fingers and coming around like that, I'm fine. It's a delicate technique. The more you relax, the easier it will be to get in and free up any adhesions that might be in there. I'm going to come a good bit lateral. There's a little bit more space. Work my way towards the center, but I'm not coming as high up as my sternum, which is right here. So I'm stopping right in around there. And I'm going to warm that up. Once I get my fingers in there, then breathe. And relax into that musculature. I can then come to the other side and do the same thing over there. So that ends up being really key, is that you're breathing at a comfortable rate, even at a high exertion level, that you're not panting, but you think about breathing from your belly. Another thing I've read in the last couple days of researching this is that runners often will run into a problem if they eat or drink primarily too much while they're running. It seems like a side stitch can come about later in a race after they've taken some fluids. So just be careful and try and monitor that throughout the race gradually, and that might help as well. I hope this gives you some good ideas on how to work with side stitches. The other thing I've read that as you get fitter and go farther along, they should be less of a problem. So just take heart and know that this too shall pass. Thanks, have a great day. I'm Matt Gibble with Raining Faith Massage.